case, yeah, this is it. Disc 2 right here.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and I see.
So, this one,
Okay.
the 44 point,
Hmm.
so small. The 44.7 gigabyte healthy partition is the one of the games.
See, it doesn't give us properties on that actual thing. How did you get to this? You went back, like, can you go back a single page? I want to see what like the structure. We're in history right now, so it just goes to it's showing you the last thing you went to. But like, what does it look like when you go to the file browser?
Oh, you want me to go to the file browser? So it's not visible from there. Let me show you.
Okay, or in retro arch, I mean, like like when we go to the main, like like when I usually go to my downloads folder, and my downloads folder is
Wait, I
defaulted.
think you're still looking at ours. I think. Let me share my screen. I guess.
Okay. I'm looking at. Oh, I'm sorry. I click on you. Okay, I got you. I didn't know you were sharing something. I see. Wait, is that? Well, let's see here. Is that ours? The screen? Bashuchu? Yeah, it's gotta be Sailor Moon. Yeah, it's. I gotta get that game. Um. Okay, so I thought
Hey,
you were
let me
sharing.
just.
Yeah, no problem.
No,
I
no,
thought you were
I'm
showing.
not sharing it. I'm
No
showing it
worries.
on my stream. Actually.
Oh, okay. In that case, I can shuffle there. Oh, okay, I see it now. I'm sorry. Okay, got it. Got
Like,
it. Got it. I
so,
thought you could show it
on
like that.
this
Oh, I see. Okay, okay, I got you.
on this number 2, which is the last one there. Like I just before the 8 gigabyte partition is when they're 44.7 gigabytes. That's the one with the
Okay.
games.
You know what? Let's have a little Linux fun here. Open up your command prompt. Let's. Can we do a CMD from the start menu?
You just want me to go to WSL, right? It's already there.
Yeah, basically, yeah. WSL. So you got the command line open for WSL?
Yeah,
Yeah.
there.
Okay, cool. Let's do a fdisk. Let's try fdisk dash L. It'll probably make us do sudo, but we could do yeah. I guess we could do well. Start with just
Mhm.
we could do sudo sudo, and then fdisk, and then dash L, letter L.
Ah, password.
Okay, that's not a surprise. That's so it'll probably be your admin password. It's gonna mask it, so we won't be able to see what you're typing. But try your Windows password.
Oh, I think I put in a different password, but I
It's
forgot what it was.
let's see here. I think we could probably reset
Here we
that if
go.
we have
I
to.
got it. Never mind. Here it is.
Oh, cool. Okay, very good. So now, great. Okay, so this is what I was talking about. See how it says disk slash dev slash SDA, and then underneath it, it has it'll have a partition if there's any partition. Now, it looks like these are all shown as just straight. Okay, so these partitions occupy the entire. Well, they're all on like they're looking like separate disks, but they're not, right? Because they're all partitions. But bottom line is okay. We got the 1 terabyte is SDD, the 2 gigabyte. And I'm gonna guess that you're probably trying to copy data to the largest one because that's where the games will get stored. So it's got to be the 1 terabyte slash dev, the bottom one, whatever that
It's
said.
just 44 gigabytes. No, it's just 44 gigabytes because it's a
44
micro
gigabyte.
SD card.
Oh, okay. So it's showing every drive on your computer. Okay. Yeah, that's every drive. So the 1 terabyte is your boot volume, and that's not the gaming device at all. So you said it's 44 gigabyte. So let's see here. Is it even? Of course, it's plugged in right now, right?
Let's
Do we
plug
see
it in.
any? Do we see anything? Okay, so I guess we just gotta scroll up and see what we find here because, like, right now we're seeing a lot of these smaller ones that obviously swap or something along those lines, temp file or caching things. Okay, so we need to find
It's
something
not
that looks
there.
like. Okay, it's
It
not
ain't
even
there.
there. Does when you plug the device in, I mean, does it? Well, you saw it in disk management. Can I see it in disk management again? Because like I mean,
Not sure thing. Wait.
normally disk management wouldn't be useful for this, but I mean, it would tell us it exists. So yeah, I better take a good look at it. That's why
Yeah,
at first,
it does exist. Like, here it is.
yeah,
Like, I just plugged it in and
okay, cool. When it loads, when I see the screen switch, I'll be able to read it. Right now, I can't read it, and I see, yeah, right now I still see the command line, which
alright.
okay, here we are. Um, Okay, good. And which one is the one Nagi Mark II? No, that's your yeah, it's your hard
It's
drive.
volume Q.
Oh, volume Q. Okay, and it says it's a fat file system, and it's not mounting it.
Yep,
Okay, hold on. Okay, that's
yep.
something
It's mounting some of the partitions, but not all of them.
interesting. Okay, so I think it has a fat FS on it too. So what happens when you try to open up Drive Q anyway? Does it give you that error where it asks you to
Hey,
format
here
it,
it
or
is. Here it is. This two partition 7. Here it is. This two
okay?
partition 7.
Oh, I see. This okay, good, 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 good. Okay, so was that coming up? Question: was this list populated when we were in the command line a minute ago?
It was.
Okay, so it should have caught it in the fdisk command, I guess. So let me see here.
This partition 7.
And we definitely looked at the list in the command line and didn't see anything that corresponded to that blank partition, right?
Yep.
Okay. I still think I would still favor that app because like that app is pretty small, doesn't really eat up a lot of resources, and it saves us a lot of like attempting to do this. But I
All
could
right.
definitely find alternative. But I don't know if I could
All right.
definitely find an alternative. But I just know that's the one that like that I've used for years. That
I was using like disk internals, whatever, and it can view the files from there, but it can't. Basically, my problem is it can't write to it. You can
I
only
got
read it.
you. It's only got read-only access. Okay. Let me make sure that the app that I'm recommending can actually write to it before you go through the trouble of installing it or whatever. I mean, it probably does, but actually I don't know if it probably does. I should find
No,
out.
or work is gonna go apparently. Bye bye.
We'll, we'll run it by Reginald. Reggie.
I can show you a disk internals
Hey,
Linux reader, I guess.
hey Reggie, we're still in what you call it utility mode kind of, but I'm gonna invite you to join the party. So you can either do the talking or you can let ChatGPT do the talking and give your own like advice. But yeah, so we're kind of hybridizing the modes here. But you could be the representative here. So I got a name of an application I'm pasting at the bottom of this chat box, and I just want to know will it allow us to write to a Linux file system? Like if I have the gaming device mounted connected by USB, will this third party app? Because here's the thing I'm getting at, Reggie. I believe there's a procedure to do it through WSL, but when we did a fdisk slash a dash L fdisk command to list partitions, we didn't see the 44 gig partition we were looking for unless I was glossing
Wait,
over it.
there's like a mounted disk letter over here on disk internals Linux reader. You know what? Let me give this a try.
Yeah, okay, give it a. I mean, it looks like it's the same concept. And I'm gonna let Reggie know. In the meantime,
Upgrade to Pro!
in
Wow.
the meantime, L is trying to discontinue his Linux viewer, but it looks like it tried to get it upgrade to Pro. So it looks like the app I'm recommending might still prevail. But I'm gonna give you the name. Let me know if the app listed at the bottom of this chat can write to the file system as opposed to just reading it. There we go. Gave Reggie a nice little essay to work with.
Let's try it as a demo mount to A. Cannot save recovered files.
I switched it to the thinking model so it works
Okay.
smarter.
Mounting.
That's what she said.
I just want to. See, I just want to
Yeah.
like add games to it.
I had to do this. I used to download torrents on the Windows side, and then I'd have to transfer them to the Linux side if I want, in certain cases. Hey, what's up, Happy Dinosaur 8000? It's great to see you, man. I hope you had a happy Thanksgiving. I swear, he needs to sell T-shirts. He needs to sell T-shirts. His T-shirts would be so popular. I mean, how cool is his dinosaur avatar? Like, I know it's just a simple artwork. I mean, I'm not knocking it at all. I think it's awesome. I just think the dinosaur character itself looks so cool. Like, I would buy T-shirts with that dinosaur on it in a heartbeat. I would be like, I'm broke this week, but I'm
Here
gonna
it
do it
is.
anyway.
Looks
So,
like I can open it.
yeah, give it a
And
try.
I
I'm
wonder if
curious
I
because
can, I'm just wondering if I can actually
yeah,
copy
right
and
to it.
into it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I got you.
So it is mounted. Okay, I want to get rid of some of the PlayStation stuff here. They don't even work.
Oh yeah, PlayStation 1 or 2?
PS1, they don't work because they put in some weird CHD files here.
Oh
Alright?
yeah, there's
You
also another
permanently
option.
delete. Buy now.
Reggie, does
Non-ready
R32
recovered. Okay.
Reggie, does R32S have SSH or FTP login on it? Is then you could
So
just upload it to the Wi-Fi
yeah,
to
uh,
WinSCP.
seem to delete files. Oh, it can. Wait.
Okay, this would be certainly more direct. I just said veggie. Oh my god, I misspelled veggie as a veggie. Oh boy, I hope you don't. I hope I don't. I hope you can correct for that. I just called him veggie, like a vegetable. Well, the
Oh,
TTS
wait. It did
recognition.
let me delete. Oh.
Ooh,
Alright, let me just try deleting some of
yeah.
these. It won't let me, like, mass delete them, I guess.
Okay, so now interesting. Okay, so there is actually another easy solution here. Now obviously roll with what you got in front of you right now. If it works, right? You know what works for you is most important.
I
But
mean, yeah, it's working. Yep. So, go ahead, Ronnie.
yeah, no. So it's working so far. It's letting you delete something you just haven't maybe like you can't do mass deletions, but you can highlight some stuff and delete it one at a time at least.
Yep.
I wonder why it won't let you do multiples. But I do see that there is potentially in the settings there is the ability to enable remote services or okay, this is no, it says or similar. Okay, so it's being generic here. But if it's running Arc OS or similar ARK OS, then basically enabling
I'm
remote
running
services.
Batocera. It's running Batocera.
Batocera? Huh.
Yep.
Ever hear of Bato Sera? Oh wow, I never heard it. It's cool. It's got a cool name. It's a okay. It's running. Okay, it's running Batocera according to L.
Clone R36S, by the way. It's a
Gotcha.
clone type.
Oh, okay. Well, as long as the OS is somewhat standard, but um, I'll throw that detail in if it makes a difference for Reggie. You know, as long as if it's a clone, hopefully it's doing things the same way. So, okay, this is interesting here. So SSH is available. Sometimes it's always on. Sometimes it's toggled off. So basically, you would be using the command line like WSL command line to do an SSH command, like you
Yeah.
like say log into it. Now, what I find weird is doing it with a root login, but that just means admin in Linux terms. So
I'm
like,
gonna try to add at least one or two games in here from my.
but like essentially we do like you know SSH space root at Bato server or actually at IP address. So whatever the IP address of the device is what you're logging into, and then assuming the IP is correct but the name is wrong, it'll tell you the name is wrong. But essentially, like once you know the IP, that's the IP that you're gonna be SSHing into. But that just lets you browse it, doesn't let you put files in, but it tells you that you can get connected to it because before you install WinSCP or use that app to upload things into it, you can make sure that it actually receives connections. You know, because obviously there's no point in opening WinSCP. Or you can even do it through the command line. You use SFTP, which I wouldn't recommend doing. It's actually very lightweight if you were like, oh, I absolutely don't want to install another app. Yeah, then there's an SFTP command where you type in SFTP. It's the same thing as logging into SSH. It'll be like root at IP address. And then once you log in, you can literally use like commands like put and put will put whatever file is in your current directory on your end. So if you're already in that directory in the command line, then you type the word put followed by the file name, and then you type in the um, and you don't even type anything else in, and it sends the file like through the command line. It sends the file. But WinSCP is a graphical thing. It's like a file browser basically, and you give it the same login credentials that you would use for SSH, and then it uploads files like in mass or deletes files in mass. Like in theory, that's what it would do. But right now,
I can't seem to copy and paste into it. Let me try again.
okay.
Yep, I am unable to.
Okay. So it's probably a right permission thing. That's probably why the direction I'm looking at suggests logging into as root because this device might not. Yeah. Why is it? Also, why root login? Let's see. Why root is this thing? That would explain a lot. Is this why we can't delete or create certain files via mounting?
It's weird.
I think that's what's happening here. I think. Any idea? Do you know the IP address that device was assigned?
The device?
Yeah, like it's on your Wi-Fi or it can connect to your Wi-Fi, right? So when it connects to your
No,
Wi-Fi,
it
it's gonna
can't.
get.
Oh, no, it can't. It
Oh, it
doesn't
can't.
have. I need to use a dongle if I want to connect to Wi-Fi.
Okay, so then we no dongle right now. So I'll tell Reggie that. So we won't go through the trouble of doing that. So we'll stick with the plan A. Yeah, I'm still favoring the app because you can connect it by USB. Your computer can see the partitions. Uh, Disk internals, when did it give you the message about like getting pro? Was it like when you tried to like actually enable writing or something like
I
that?
mount, when I mounted it. Yep.
Okay. And did it tell you anything like that you would be prevented from writing to the partition, or like, or did you just get?
Something like let me see what it said. Had like a warning about.
Does disk
Let me remove that.
internals does disk internals do this without paying for pro, or are we better with the other app I mentioned? There we go. I just run that by Reginald.
The unregistered version cannot save recovered documents.
Okay. Oh, cannot interesting. So that's recover. That almost sounds like it's more of a data recovery tool. I mean, like
Yep.
you're not trying to recover anything. Okay, so hold on. Wait. So maybe it does let you write to it. It can't save recovered documents. Okay, so hold on. That's good. It
Yep.
actually says the unregistered version cannot save recovered documents. So does that mean we can basically do normal writing and reading? Well, as you disk internal is free, safe, read only viewer. EXT2 driver, sketchy for writes, especially on a gaming handheld you don't want to reflash. Oh god. Here I'm like, oh, it's so safe. I think it's still safe, but now I gotta like be full disclosure. Reggie's saying it's not, and I vehemently disagree. Oh, Reggie, you can still hear me? Good. I love you, Reggie, but I just and I'm not knocking you. Maybe you're right. Maybe it is risky, but like I thought that the old method was risky, and then like they changed something because I remember years ago I used to have to run FSCK on boot every time I wrote to a partition, and then I found out it was because I was doing that. So I started doing read only mounting only, but I could swear at some point something changed, and I was able to write to it without screwing stuff up. Did something change? And that was with the new ext4 file system, which really is the same thing. I mean, it basically works the same as I understand, just has some fancier indexing or something.
In the action can't read from the source file or disk.
Okay, so it lets us read files from the device, copy them to Windows, but it will not modify anything on the file system. So now, let's see here. The system driver sometimes ended with orphaned inodes, dirty journal, forced FSCK on next boot. So worst case scenario, device would reboot, or when you reboot the device, you would have to run a scan on itself, like when you run check disk. So that don't
I mean,
sound really that bad.
I'm not even using the device. I took out the SD card and just plugged it into a reader.
And it's still seeing the 44 gig. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Well, that's good. I would also use the This is exactly what I would use the thing for. Um, okay. They can work, have improved over the years. Still non-zero chance of silent corruption, especially with modern EXT4 SD cards, weird appliance layouts. Why? Scratch this is a ext4 disk. I have images. I don't care if I nuke. Oh, I see Reggie saying that. He'd be like, sure. So he says, for L's about the zero card, I still stand by using Linux WSL mount. All right, we got it on SD card slot. That's actually better, L. We got okay, okay. In fact, I was gonna stick with. Let's go with the damned WSL. Um, okay, Reggie. Okay, Reggie. We got the card in a SD card reader, so no middleman. Where do we begin? Let's do we do this in CMD? Let's see here. Okay, we're gonna roll through the commands here because I'll be able to tell you if the command is something I'm actually familiar with, so that I'm not
Right.
just telling you to do commands that are dangerous. But I'm pretty confident about it. If I'm not, I'll be clear because I'll sound lost. But we got here we are. So he says, yeah, we use WSL. And he says, so start this command L WSL dash L dash V. Everything has a space behind it. I mean, obviously the dash and the L is connected. So it'd be WSL space dash L space dash V for both.
Right.
And then after you do
Command
that,
dot
I'm gonna put the
there's
window back up with you in
says
it.
command not found.
Is that command? It said command not found. Okay. Do you
Yep.
have to type do we have to enter bash first? Let me see here if we have to type in the bash command to start the born again shell. We need. I mean, you had the Linux shell open before. You're already in the
Wait,
Linux shell.
it's already open.
Yeah.
Maybe that's
Okay.
why. I typed the command
Oh, I
inside the
see.
already opened WSL. It's already running in admin.
Okay. So hang tight. Okay, this command might require PowerShell, but you could try it like this. It's gonna be get dash disk, and it looks like I don't think it cares if it's capital.
Is this in PowerShell or is this in
I'll try the
is
command line anyway, because it may call up PowerShell from command CMD, so you won't have to open up a second thing. If it does, if
this is not TMD. This is WSL.
oh, I mean, it's basically running. Oh, let's see here. In worst case scenario, you always does. But let's see. Okay, so we're already in WSL, and you already okay. So, and when you open up WSL, did you do that from PowerShell or CMD?
There's a shortcut. There's a shortcut for it. I just ran it in admin.
Oh, okay, okay. So L opened WSL via a shortcut and is running it as admin. Do we still start with?
I ran it from PowerShell.
So you're already in WSL. We already have that. So we need to. So we need to. So well, we need to ID the 44 gig partition.
Yep.
Okay.
And there it is. It's this too, I think. 512 bytes. No, it's not. Wait, they're all virtual disks. 2 gigabyte.
Yeah.
Actually, they're not. What?
Okay. So the WSL command was from the Windows side. From the Linux side, okay, we can use Linux commands, but you already did that a minute ago. But mount okay on Windows mount the physical SD into WSL. Oh wow, that's another step. This is why I don't hate it, but let's see. Okay, so let's pop open a PowerShell window because we're gonna do the get disk command because it's similar to what we did
Okay.
before, and maybe it'll give us a different. I'm gambling that it'll give us a different list that'll include what we
All
want.
right. I have quite a few disks though, but
Yeah.
okay.
Well, luckily 44 gigs
Okay. Here we go.
stands out. Okay, cool. Now I don't know if I could. Let me get your stream back up. Okay, I can see your stream. There's a slight delay on the stream side, but I can see your stuff there. So yeah, okay. So do a get disk. Just literally get dash disk. Oh, it's cool. Your power show is black instead of blue.
Always has been for me. I mean, I
Oh,
didn't even change
what?
anything.
Maybe it's a Windows 11 change. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Because it's
There it is. Yeah, it's that generic storage thing.
Okay, good, good. And you know what? Let me
It's
get a
number
screenshot for Reggie.
is
'Cause
number
that's
two. Generic storage ellipsis.
okay. Number two is so I'll highlight
Number
that in
three is
green.
my number three would be my like a built-in driver port.
Okay, let's see here. So interesting. I highlighted in green for Reggie. I gave it to Reggie. Let's see what he thinks.
Not maybe I should buy like another SSD. Like this one is getting full. It's only
Good.
like 500 gigabytes.
Uh, last time I upgraded my SSD, I had a 1000 of 3000 series and in my 2 terabyte SSD slot, and I bought a 4 terabyte 1000 series, which apparently is like less long lived, but it works fine. It's just like a matter of like one of the things that affects the price. Like if I had a 1000 series, if I had a 3000 series 4 terabyte instead of the 1000 series, it would have just been the same storage capacity, but theoretically a little faster and a little bit more guaranteed to last longer. But like that's how I got a good price on a 4 terabyte. Um, and did I make it my? Yeah, I made it my boot drive. I cloned it, and I basically cloned my 2 terabyte to the 4 terabyte, and copied what was on the 2 terabyte to the to the. I'm sorry, I copied whatever was on the 4 terabyte. I'm sorry, I copied whatever was on the 2 terabyte to the 4 terabyte, and then whatever was on my old second SSD. I forgot how I did it. I basically swapped them. Yeah, I
Yeah.
just cloned them
So
and back and forth. So anyway, getting back on
see how
topic. I'm
number
sorry.
two disc. See how my number two disc has no serial number whatsoever.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So okay, let's see. Okay, let me scroll up and see. Okay, so the 58 gig is the card. Yep, disc number two. Okay, actually, I already think I know where this is going. Okay, you're an admin show. You're not in WSL. Okay, we know that.
This is
Um,
power.
run these in this order. Okay, so this is interesting. I got two commands. I don't know if you can see my screen, but I think I should
I
paste these
can't right
commands.
now, but
Okay, no, I got you.
you just tell
Um,
me.
so basically, it's a longish command. It says set dash disk space dash number, literally the word number, space
Oh,
two.
I still test this.
Yeah, set disk. So it's gonna be set dash disk and space dash. Oh, good, I can see your screen. Number, and then
Okay.
after that, I have a slight delay, so I won't see everything you're typing until long after. Is that a pound sign? Oh yeah, no, it's just the word number. I'm sorry. So it'll be dash and the word number.
Okay.
But also put a hyphen before the word number. And yeah, there we go. So it'll be number and then a space followed by just a two, regular two, as in number two. And then after that, we're gonna put another hyphen, another dash that is hyphen is offline.
So is offline one word?
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Sir. You don't look like
Yeah.
a sir. Um, yeah. So and if the last thing at the end of that is gonna be a space followed by dollar sign true. That's also one word. So we got set dash
So two.
disk dash number. Yeah. So it's gonna be dollar sign true.
Okay. Oh, true.
Yeah, true, like true or
Okay.
false. Good. Okay, that looks like what I have on my screen there. Let's see what it does. Okay, there's gonna be a second command after this. All right, hit enter.
Right. Set this not supported.
Okay,
Removable media cannot be set to offline.
okay, that makes sense actually. So now, okay, so well, we did the set this command, but it says removable media cannot be set to offline. So yeah, I think we do. We have to dismount it first or some crazy shit. What do you think, Reggie?
Ah, why though?
Well, it's like when you, it kind of makes sense. Like in a roundabout way. Well, no, why does it make sense to me? It just kind of makes sense to me. I wish I could back that reasoning up. I can't back up my reasoning, but it kind of vibes right. Okay, so let's see here. And based on that information, okay, it's processing. Okay, yeah, removable media card is normal. Windows just refuses to offline USB device that way. We adjust the plan. Okay, so don't do it. Just mount it anyway. Okay, so we're in PowerShell. So we're gonna do WSL dash dash. So it's gonna be WSL followed by a space, followed by two hyphens, and the word mount. Let me know when you got that in, or I'll see it by then. Okay, cool. So
Yep.
cool. Okay, and
All
after
right.
mount, we're gonna put a space, and then we're gonna put two backslashes and a dot, followed by another backslash.
Okay.
For the other slash,
All right.
the reverse version of that slash. Yeah, that one. Dot and another. Okay, cool. Then we're gonna follow that with the word physical drive two. That's one word, and that's the number two at the
No
end.
space. No space after this.
Correct. Yeah, but now we're looking at a directory path, or
So
a
physical
mount
drive too.
path. Cool. And then follow that up with one more thing: a space, two hyphens, and bear, like BARE. So it's gonna be space dash dash BARE.
All right.
Okay, good. Let's see what we get from this one. You may hit enter.
All right. Invalid command line prompt. Please use
Okay.
WSL.
Let me see if we made many typos in there. So you did WSL dash dash mount backslash dot physical drive two dash dash bear. Okay. So it looks like it didn't like the command. It didn't like the command. It said use WSL dash dash
Maybe just
help
one dash.
to see a list of supported arguments. Well, let's see what the Mount Grand looks like when we do dash dash help. Let's do WSL dash dash help. It'll show us a mount command, and then we can see if the
Yes.
formatting is off from what we got from Reggie. Yeah, I was suggesting about okay, well, it's doing the thinking.
It also said use WSL.exe dash dash help. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
I see. So you're doing .exe. Maybe that's what we had to do the whole. No, okay, it doesn't. So,
Oh, it still said an invalid command line argument.
hmm.
But let me just copy paste this.
Yeah, worst case, we could do the simple command WSL dash L dash V that we did before.
Okay,
Maybe.
so I already copy pasted
Hmm.
the same thing it said I should, and yeah.
Okay, no, yeah, so it's not even okay. So it's giving the same. It's giving the same error. It's giving the same error even when we type the recommended dash dash help command, like WSL dash dash help, still kicks off the same error. Okay, cool. We'll give that.
Weird.
Reggie probably don't need a screenshot of that, so I already sent him my message, but I'm gonna take a screenshot just in case in case I need to drive the point home.
Weird. I'm literally using the command it recommends to use. Like I
Yeah,
just copy pasted it.
that's insanely hilarious. Okay, that's the point. It's not you, it's WSL. Okay, good job, ChatGPT, for blaming WSL. Yes, and so we instead. Okay, so what's the okay? It's either old legacy or half installed broken, or you're not actually running Windows. You're running no, we're not in Linux already. But yeah, that's why I never trust WSL. It always did funny shit. It's like, oh, you need to install this other dependency. It's like, well, I did. Usually,
And
whenever I
maybe
enable it,
install the latest PowerShell for new features and improvements is what it wants.
yeah, I mean, you don't avoid Windows updates. It's not like you haven't been updating it. It should be included. Why
Yep.
don't we do a basic command like WSL-L, just a single dash L? I'm just curious if it's the same error.
Okay. Yeah, still an invalid command line prompt apparently.
Can we open up the old command line, like just regular CMD, and type WSL in there?
Okay.
Because PowerShell adds like another layer of like confusion, and I think it does something to the commands that's different. What it handles commands a little differently.
Alright.
Okay, good. So let's do a WSL-L. Like, okay, I see what the same thing is before. Oh, wait, we're at a Linux command prompt. That might even be better. Um,
Wait,
hey, we
I should go to the Linux one. Like, okay,
well,
I already did the.
okay, you did that already. And what happens if you make it lowercase, all lowercase there? Okay, so that one there.
Oh, the same command,
Okay,
not prompt.
okay, that's fine. Let's see here. So interesting. So that one it doesn't even find a command there.
Windows. There we go. Windows subsystem for Linux
Oh.
distributions. Ubuntu default.
Okay, okay, good, 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 good. So how did we? What did we change? Was it just the fact that you did it lowercase? It worked.
Yep.
Okay, okay. Hold on.
I
Hey,
also added the WSL.exe thing. I added
okay.
the X.
We went to a regular CMD window and did a few variations. WSL-L word .exe -L worked, but uppercase versions with and without. So it might have been typing exe didn't. I still think it's not the case. I mean, I still think it's not case sensitive based on this, but it crossed
Oh, it
my
is.
mind.
It is though.
Oh,
I just did it all caps.
wait, did the same command. Okay, that's actually okay, so I'm gonna erase that. Um it also appears to be it also appears to indeed be case sensitive. Okay, so there we go. I gave good info. Sensitive. So can we proceed here? And I'm gonna
From power.
show
Oh, from command prompt. Okay.
cool. Wait, did you read something? I said, yeah, okay. I think we look good here, but anyway, let's see. Okay, good. He's processing. We are here. Okay, I gotta wait for him to process the last answer. I could force him to answer it quickly, but I want to see if he gives us a better quality answer if I give him a chance to process. Okay. Okay, so we can absolutely work in the command in the box. Good. And it tells us the real thing here. So now confirm the flavor dash L dash V. So same thing, WSL, you can just hit the up arrow key if you want, and then you just add a space dash V to it.
You can do WSL.exe.
Yeah, yeah, definitely .exe, and then dash L dash V, but
There we go.
yeah.
Let's see. Name.
Okay,
So
cool.
Ubuntu running version 2.
Got it. Okay. Um, okay, let's give Reggie that screenshot because that's even better. Okay, good. We gave him the exact so he knows it's version 2 now. Now he can process based on that and give us the neat command that is compatible based on what we already encountered. Because we already know what
Be the
doesn't work.
latest. Should be the latest one too, because I just installed it straight from the Windows Store.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so yeah, I'm not too worried about being the latest one. As much as I don't trust Microsoft to do things consistently, sometimes we got that part. So now, okay, good. So WS2 is from April 2020. Maybe the user's uppercase didn't work. Okay, or I'm reading the part where it's thinking. Okay, here we are. Now it's got a response here. What's going on now? Get disk and F disk are failing. That's normal in plain CMD. Okay, get disk is a PowerShell command. Yep, I know that. F disk is a Linux tool, not a Windows one. Yeah, that's why I would run F disk. Okay, so it says it showed us the version when we did this command. That's good. We have WSL2. WSL2 is there, but raw disk mounting feature we wanted simply doesn't exist on this Windows build. Are you sure? Maybe that's a pro feature. We cannot use WSL mount. Well, let's try it anyway. Did we do WSL.exe dash mount dash dash mount already? We did that, right? I mean, we can try it one more if we didn't, if we don't remember, because I mean we know that lowercase made a difference in this
Okay.
case. So let's give it a shot to see what error it kicks off. Okay.
Right. What what do I type in?
Uh,
Like dash
uh
dash not like this?
oh no, just do a dash dash mount. Just end it with dash dash mount. No L, no letter L. Of course, we always want L. We just
Okay.
don't want the letter L. So yeah, as long as we raise
Huh?
that, good.
Looks
There
like
you
it
go.
did something. Huh. Alright. Looks like it
I
did
didn't.
something.
Okay, okay. So it looks like it gave us the help documentation. Okay. So let's see what it says. Okay, there's only
That is a lot.
okay. Okay, so actually, that's good. That's good. Actually, I'm sorry. Oh, that's actually what we are supposed to expect. So now that we got that part, we can actually go back to the command that we did before. Give me a second. Okay. Now, okay, let me see if we can get okay. We so was that physical drive 2 or 3? Well, it looks like my other command we did
It's
before
number two. It
WSL.
was number two. Yep. It was physical drive number two.
Okay, because so okay, so we did the dash dash mount with the WSL.exe dash dash mount syntax. I think the word is syntax, so I'm gonna highlight that syntax, and it gave us help doc info. So now we can try for real. Was it this or this? Okay. So I think it's going to be the same command. I just want to verify if we have to do 2 or 3. I mean, we could try both, but if it's disk 2, it's going to be WSL.exe dash dash mount, or it's going to be WSL.exe space dash dash mount. And why is it telling me to use physical disk 3? Why disk 3 if that's not the 44
Eh?
gig one?
Why this three indeed?
Oh, we could always ask him to give. We can always Let's see.
It was 58.0 gigabytes, by the way. 44 gigabytes is the partition for the ROMs in the
Yeah.
50.
Okay. So
Right.
we can definitely do disk 2. So wait. Yeah. Okay. Then yeah. Okay. So it'll be WSL dash dash space WSL.exe space dash dash mount space backslash backslash dot backslash. That's gonna go before physical disk 2. So you already got that part typed in. So you can do backslash backslash dot backslash. I'll wait for that to populate.
All right.
Okay, cool. I see it
We'll
fading
see.
onto my screen. Cool. Then go to the end of that and then do a hyphen hyphen or do a space dash dash bear.
Okay.
Okay, good. That looks good. Let's hit enter.
Let's see. Failed to attach this. The system
Okay.
cannot find the file specified. Error file not found is what it said.
Okay, cool, cool. I'm gonna use that for reference there. And then at least we're getting something. We're getting a response to the command now. And maybe Reggie, if he's thinking like me, he'll go, okay, now that we got a working command, or I can even tell Reggie, now that we got working commands and we can talk to it, should we do a disk listing command now? A command that lists because maybe we just need to see what numbering system it's using. Maybe it's using a different like number or something than what we saw. Let's see what it does to the screenshot before I elaborate, and maybe I'll put it into the faster model so it doesn't take so long. But I mean, it's giving quality answers when we give it new info. So that's something right there. Okay, so what did it change? The command in this screenshot is this: the device is physical. Its name is not physical disk two. Okay, so if it's not named physical disk two, we need to disk two number get it from the get disk command. Okay, case doesn't really matter when you do it. So in SQL System 32 run or PowerShell, we run this. Wait, but we did that already, didn't we? Didn't we do that command?
Yeah, we
Why is it
tried
not?
that on PowerShell, I think.
Yeah, it says we can run it here too, but I'm just trying to figure out like it tells us that. Oh, I'm sorry. So physical drive two, and it's all caps for that one part. It's caps, so it's not physical disk two. You could recall the command by pressing the up arrow key and then using the left and right arrow keys to go to the the actual words. You don't have to type the whole thing in. But basically, you got to replace physical disk two with physical drive two in caps.
Error sharing violation.
Oh, let me see that. Okay, I had the wrong screen up. Let me just. Where's my?
It is being used by another process.
Okay. Well, it's still progress.
Let's, you know what? Let's close disk internals Linux reader
Okay,
from the
good
system,
idea. That's a great
and
idea.
also uncount that drive A from the system.
L is closing disk internals now. We'll try again. L also dismounted the drive letter from the Windows side, which that might have a negative consequence, but it might be actually the right thing to do. I mean, go either way, right? So if we won't know if that's the reason if
Right?
we run into an issue.
Because now the system cannot find the file specified.
Okay, so now so can't okay now it can't find a file. Can't find the file specified. Is that because we dismounted it? Oh, maybe we could remount it now that we dismounted it from the other side. Maybe we can I got an idea. Okay. Something in Windows using the thing. Yep, we know that. Okay, so then make sure command line is administrator. We know it is. Disk part to clear any amounts. We're not going to clear any amounts right now, but let's see what it tells me. Yeah, disk part list volume, but it's not going to see it, is it? I don't think it's going to see it if we type that
Shall we
command in.
try?
Well, we could do disk part, DISKPART, one word, and then hit enter. It's going to open up another command line app, so it's going to change the
Huh?
way the command prompt looks. And then in disk part, once disk part is up, you're going to type in list disk. That's two words, list disk.
So it is indeed disk 2 and it is offline.
Okay, cool. So now let's see here. Okay. So we see disk two in disk part, and it is shown as offline. So you probably already successfully mounted it. So it's probably already dismounted
Yeah.
and all. What next? So I was typing while talking because like when I
Yep.
type, I talk sometimes. But yeah, basically I described that we can see
The thing
in this.
is, the thing is when I do insert the when I insert the physical media, I can see some of the partitions on it. Like some
Hmm.
of the partitions on it are visible, but not the one with the games.
Yeah, I'm gonna get. I mean, I think it just falls under the radar. Like it doesn't mount it because it can't mount it. Those other partitions, I think, it might be file systems that can. But no, that's the thing. This was a wait.
I
Was
have
that a fat?
WSL installed though, so it should be able to.
Yeah, and also it might be a fat partition. Okay, SDB3.
I
Okay.
think it's a FAT32. I saw it on disk internals. It was FAT32, I think.
Well, let's see here. Well, let's do another fdisk dash L one more time. It
Right
might not
here.
work. Yeah. I mean.
It's
No,
on
it's not.
this
It's still. Oh, we're
the
still in disk
smoothest
part.
part.
Yeah. Okay, wait, hold on. Okay, that's a good point. It won't, if we can exit disk part, but I want to make sure we don't need to do anything else in disk part. Okay. So from the top, it's likely SDB. So hold on. So it should come up in a fdisk dash L. Um. Well, I guess we could.
It's from
So
here.
so I guess like I know what. Okay. So I guess we can. I'm gonna just say this to Reggie. Safely leave disk part because we don't need to do anything else here or there. Okay. So let's do. Apparently, he wants us to do. No, you did that already. You know what? Well, you dismounted it. So last time you typed in the command, it was still mounted. Did we try WSL dash dot exe dash mount physical drive 3 bear after you dismounted it after you closed this the
Physical
command?
drive 3? Yeah, no, it's physical drive 2.
Two. I'm sorry. Yeah, it literally says two in front of me this time. This time I'm not even. This time I'm actually misreading it. So, but yeah. So did we do that already after we closed this kernels?
Yes, we did. Yep.
Okay, we did. Okay. So then let's do a sudo fdisk dash L again.
So from here or exit?
Oh yeah, exit disk part. You can just type the word exit in.
Right. Here we go. So what do you want? F this?
Yeah, so do a sudo fdisk dash L.
Please disabled on this machine. What?
Oh, so I guess we have to go into the PowerShell window, or we already on
Or
PowerShell, right?
there's like there's a WSL shortcut here which I can just run.
All
Is
right, let's
that
give that
okay?
a shot.
Alright, gonna switch over to this one. So here we go.
Okay, so then what we do here is yeah, so do a sudo and you always type
Password.
the
What is my password again? Here.
okay,
Alright,
cool.
here we go.
Let's see what we get here. All right, I'm waiting for it to catch up.
Nagato.
Hello, Nagato. That's funny. Wow.
That takes a lot of stuff. Let's see. 2 gigabyte, 186,
Yes,
388
you did see this, Nagato. So
RAM, 12
okay.
RAM, 12 RAM, 12 RAM, 11 RAM, 10 RAM 9. No,
Okay.
no, no, no,
This dash L
no,
shows a
still
lot
no,
of. Okay, see what up to
still
RAM
no
7.
RAM. Ah, I mean, it should be this one. No.
Okay. Hmm. Okay, we still got a little bit of a list to go.
Yeah,
So did we get to the bottom yet?
we started at the bottom, and I didn't see
Oh,
it.
okay, you're scrolling up. Okay, I already
Yeah,
told Reggie we don't see it there.
388, 4 meg, and then a lot of 4 megabyte partitions, and that's it.
Okay, so the SD card may. Well, actually, okay, so the SD card appears to be fat, if I remember correctly. Like, when you plug it in, like
Oh,
when
not
you
all. Not all. Like, I saw on disk internals that the 44 gigabyte partition was FAT32. Only
okay,
some partitions are fat, which
and the
is
one you
weird.
need to write, and the one you need to write to is
FAT32. Yeah,
yeah.
it's FAT32.
So okay, so that's even better. Okay, so SD card appears to be FAT32 actually. So it's simply that we can't paste into it when it does mount, but we can. Now, normally you are able to read it, you're able to see stuff there, but when you paste the things into it, that's when it gives you trouble. Is that correct, El?
Only able to read it by mounting it via disk internals.
And oh, okay. Okay, okay, but we can okay. So it appears to be a factory too, but we can only read it when we mount it. When we read it, when we mount it with.
Internals is doing something. I just don't know how.
Yeah, I always don't understand why a fat file system of any kind should be any problem, and I don't. Yeah, I should literally include that.
Because I mounted it to like drive A, which is a floppy drive.
Oh my god, it let you do that. I'm surprised it even.
Yeah.
I'm surprised it even let you do that. Usually, like it reserves those for floppies, but yeah, I would usually give it like a normal drive letter because those sometimes treated as unique drive letters by certain things. Although if it let you do it, it let you do it. I mean, I don't personally see the functional difference aside from past times when it
Yep.
absolutely gave me a angry error message. Not angry, but basically said so many words no. So bring disk 2 back online. Okay, so we know it's disk 2. So we can go back into disk part from right here if you want. We can do it anywhere. It doesn't really matter. But let's get back into disk part. I have a list of commands here that are totally safe.
Yep.
Now,
This
just
found command not found from here, so it doesn't need to go back to
yeah,
PowerShell or back to command prompt.
yeah, yeah. Either one would be fine. Yeah, yeah. I just realized what actual command Linux prompt, so I wouldn't like it. Yeah.
Here we go
Which
again.
I feel like we have so much ability in that. I feel like that Linux prompt, even though it's a bit new to it, I feel like that would be so useful. But no, actually, we don't need that. Okay, so cool. So disk part, and then after you go to disk part, even though we don't really need to list them anyway, because I want to make sure it's selecting the right disk. A couple of times I misread 1 gigabyte and 1 terabyte, and
It
nearly
is
iced a.
offline. It's two. It is.
Very good. So great. Now you can do select disk 2. That's all going to be spaced. So it's going to be select space disk space 2. Yours is currently running mem test. Well, I hope your RAM is okay there, Nagato. You're running mem test because you're trying to like isolate something of an issue there. All right, let's see what we get here. Okay, oh good. Okay, so okay, good. So next command you can do is online disk. Online space disk. And then
Object is
um
not found.
okay, that's interesting. Cool. That's very interesting. And I think if we could online it, we could do active, then assign, and it would automatically get a drive letter. But
Oh,
take a look at what we did so far. There we go. Because usually what this part what you do is you select the disk or partition. After you select the disk, in this case, select the disk. Oh, I know why. List partition, I think it's called. Yeah, type list partition. I'll double check it on my end, but I just remembered. I just remember
you
that's
know,
kind of
should be
okay. You did it.
partition.
Okay, good.
You know,
Yeah,
it's
so
called unknown, by the way.
okay, and I see it there. So good. Select partition 7. I did a list partition, and we did
Right?
select partition 7 because it corresponded to the size. To the size. That label is unknown. Okay, so it is the selected partition now. Good. 7 is
Yep.
now the selected partition. I'll give Reggie the follow up after he answers the current part, or I'll force him to answer the current part now. I'll give him 5 more seconds to think it through. Um, because I think I know what we do right here. I just want to verify before we do it so that we don't do something that requires us to go back 10 steps. You know, like if I make a mistake in what I'm about to recommend it and we don't do it yet, then we don't have to worry about going back a step, you know. So that's why it's worth it to wait a little bit. Let's start to answer it now. Okay, that's okay. That's an angry error message. All right, let's just send the answer. That tells you how signs Windows thinks its MBR is damaged or just missing a recognizable file system header. While disk part says unknown, list partition shows one or more partitions with the label is unknown. Okay, that's all right. So now it's answering my subsequent question because I stopped it mid
Huh.
processing, and it's got a screenshot, and I told it in so many words. Actually, this one doesn't have a screenshot. I just told it 7 is now the selected partition. So it's if it's thinking like me, or if I was correct in my thinking, it's going to tell us to do a command called active and then assign. Let's see here. 7 is now select partition. Good. No, I don't think we should exit yet, but it's saying I should exit. Let me see why. Okay, we're done with this part now. It's not going to magically turn this into a normal Windows structure. How to access it safely. Right now, you have two options. Use disk terminals in read-only mode. Nope, no bueno. Use Linux for writes. So plug the SD card into a Linux box or VM. No,
Eh,
that's why we have WSL. That's why we have WSL. So wait, hold on.
eh,
Okay. So first of all, we don't have a Linux box, but surely we have WSL. More importantly, more relevantly to
I
me,
guess I can
more.
use my phone to write it.
Mm-hmm. Well, the plan B. Wait, what was it? Did you just say you could ask your phone to write it?
Yeah, I could just use my phone to write it.
Really? Your phone mounts it and can write to it?
I'm pretty sure it can.
It probably can. It just never. It didn't occur to me to go that route. It's just interesting.
Yeah.
More relevantly though, why not type active and then assign?
I just
That's
wanted
why.
to use my PC because it's more convenient. But I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure my phone can actually read this SD card better.
Well, absolute worst case scenario, if let's say you get tired of doing it on the phone, because maybe it works on the phone, that's definitely cool and it worth it. But usually what I would do is like what I do with my Steam Deck to mount it is I used an app called WinSCP, and then I just type in the IP address of the Steam Deck because I use my username and
But
passwords. It'd be
I
like,
don't have. Yeah, but I don't have
but
online
but
capability on this device.
okay, well, I mean, if you had the option to plug a dongle in, that's what I would do. But I'm not saying you have to plug a dongle. I'm just saying it's an option. Um, but other than that, let's see here. So it says don't use active or assign, but why? Active sets the BIOS MBR boot flag. Okay, BIOS server don't need that. Assign will either fail or give a drive letter that shows up in Explorer as raw. Windows will start nagging you about
Oh,
formatting it. Well, so we could do a sign, and if it magically works, then Reggie or ChatGPT is wrong that it doesn't work. But a
okay.
sign will just make it come up as a drive letter. So I mean, if it comes up raw, we can always
Yeah,
unmount it.
yeah, I got it. If, so, should we do it?
I think we should do it. Yeah.
So, what's the command? Active assign?
Oh yeah, literally in disk part. Yeah, you're already there. So assign straight up assign.
Assign like a drive letter.
Yeah, literally just the word assign, and it does the rest on its own.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
There is
Yeah. Okay.
no volume specified. Please select a volume and try again.
Oh. Okay. Okay. Let's see here. Hmm. Select a volume, try again. List volume. Yeah, type list volume.
I don't think it has one, by the way. Partition 7.
Well, let's
So,
see what it
there it
thinks.
is.
Let's see
Yeah,
what it
those
thinks
are
is correct.
my. See,
I
he's
see.
all there except so that's my stuff right there.
Yeah, and I see, I see. And looks like,
He's not showing up.
okay. Yeah, yeah, so it is a volume. Okay, I see. And then we already selected the right disk, but we got drive letters. Okay, it's completed the listing. And okay, so that doesn't do us anything good. Okay, so list volume shows not doesn't
It's,
show
it's not
a
showing up at all.
Okay, so then we do okay, and at bottom look at disk management. It's gonna say raw there, and then let's see change drive letter, pick a letter. Hey, let's check disk management out. Oh, you can exit this.
Okay.
And actually, the reason I'm saying exit it is not so much because I don't know if disk part when you run disk management, it sort of runs disk part behind the scenes, so it might not like it if we have two disk parts loaded. So that's why we close disk part.
Alright. We could.
Y- Yeah, no, sometimes I have file systems where I have to especially when you're doing a reinstall of Windows, and especially after you do a dual boot. Sometimes people use a disk part. They'll type in disk part, select disk number, and then they'll do clean, and clean kind of like wipes out the border lines, the boundaries of the partition table, because sometimes there's stuff left behind that when you try to run gparted or any other partition manager, it'll get all kinds of weird, and that's a way that we sometimes manage of that. Okay, so you did you did you're waiting for this management to load up, L.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't see disk management yet, but
Oh, a disk management, like run the program disk
oh
management.
yeah. I'm sorry. Correct. Yeah, you can get to that by typing.
It's actually already up. So I'll just switch it.
Hmm. Yeah, because basically, let's see. Okay, so yeah, just let me know
There
when
you
you
go.
got that. Okay,
Yep.
cool. There we go. I see it. Yeah, it's coming up. Okay, so now we need to get the drive that has the 44 gig. I think I see it over. Do we see it? Oh, here it is. Okay, that's 7.
Wait,
Let's right click on number 7 and see if we can
wait.
give it a drive letter. So we're gonna right click on disk 7. Oh,
Oh,
that's
I
very
tried that.
interesting.
You can't. I
And yeah,
already tried
okay, keep that up for one more second. I don't want. That's interesting.
that. This is like the first thing I tried on disk management, though.
Yeah,
And
it
I
wouldn't work. Yeah, it wouldn't work based on what I'm seeing here either.
it doesn't work for any of these except for disk one.
That makes sense. Yeah, makes sense. That I'm surprised it even works on disk. Oh, I see that disk 1. Okay.
Won't let me do anything for any of the disk two stuff.
And you mentioned doing this on Android. Do you use a file manager like Total Commander or another file
I,
manager? Or
I use a file manager. Yep.
okay, yeah, I use Total Commander, but I'm sure the other ones I've used one of. I forgot the name of it, but it basically
I used to
access
use
all.
like ES File Explorer,
Oh
but
yeah, yes, yeah, it's up there. Yeah, it's like that
right
does
now I
the
use
same stuff.
Solid Explorer because
Okay.
apparently ES
Hmm.
File Manager is it's like Chinese spyware now. Whatever.
Interesting. Solid Explorer. Yeah, I just want to see what that looks like, but it sounds like something that would do the same thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, very popular. I don't even think it's available to my phone. Oh, I typed in autocomplete. Oops. There we go. Explorer. That's cool.
Right,
Yeah.
so it
Okay.
has the same interface as ES File Explorer.
Now let's try something more generic. RS 32. Hmm. So we couldn't drive. It's not a drive letter. You did that early. You probably got that in the from common sense and an early Google search. Um, and maybe it's because it's too large because they sometimes do that. They violate the rules. They make the partition bigger than what FAT32 supports. Like I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's not supposed to be that big. Okay, so.
I mess with any of these, by the way. Yeah. I won't be
Hmm.
able to run my R36S anymore if I.
Yeah, I definitely definitely would not. Hmm. Let's see here. Okay, that doesn't help us. Okay, yep, those are super generic directions there. So no good. Hmm. Okay, so let's see
Oh,
what Reggie thought about screenshot at least.
let me, nah. I bet if I plug this straight into my phone,
I think
with,
it's worth a shot. I think it's worth a shot because I
with like
got
a
like,
USB Type-C, connector, it should just work right away.
yeah, I mean, sort of like my suggestion from earlier, which was like, put the dongle on and do it through SSH. That's something that isn't set up, so we don't even know if it works yet. But I'd say like if it doesn't mount on Android, that would be the next option, and I'm more confident about that one because like I'm familiar with it, but also compared to like us trying to mount it directly, like not so much compared to Android. Android, I'm very curious about. I'm curious if it'll mount on Android, but just based on like
Right.
experience,
Really?
when I run into this, I let the device handle it, and then I basically do it over the network because at that point, Windows isn't mounting anything. It's just sending it to
Yep.
the service on the other end that handles all of that basically.
My dongles are downstairs, though. I'd have to go down.
Well, even before we put a dongle in, we could even check um if the device even lets us do that. So for example, let me see here.
Sure.
RS32. Uh,
R36S
oh, R36.
with Batocera. So this is what was installed directly on the device from whoever sold this to me.
Okay, so on the main menu on the device, under System Settings, under Security, there's gonna be an option called Enable SSH. If that's there, then yeah, we got an option.
Okay,
We got it.
maybe I could do that. I need to take out the. Okay, I'll take out
Yeah.
the.
Yeah, even if you can even see if that option's available without taking SD card out. But whatever you want to do, with or without the
I think
SD
I need
card
to
in there.
because the OS is inside the SD card.
Mm. Yes,
Here we go. Yeah, without this SD card, it won't even power up.
I got. Yeah, it's literally running the OS on there. So yeah, it says it all.
Tried yeah, like putting in Arc OS into another SD card. Apparently, it's not compatible with this version of the device because if I turn on the power button, like it does not respond at all. Like no LED comes up
Hmm.
to indicate power, no nothing. Hey,
Interesting.
powering up device. Eh? What?
What is it? Running a check disk on itself?
I have no idea, but wonder if it's loose. Like it is not powering up at all. Oh, there it is. Never mind.
It might have been trying to scan it to make sure there's no errors or something. Maybe, or maybe it's normal.
I have no idea. This thing is super sketchy. That's why it's a $20 device. It's cheap though, and it runs up to PSP, which is pretty good.
Oh yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, I mean, usually Super Nintendo is like an upper limit. Like when I'm running a lightweight emulating device, it's Super Nintendo is where it starts to hit a wall. Like on my 3DS when I'm running Retro Arch, like I have to pick a certain core for Retro Arch
This one
that
runs up
actually.
to PS1 perfectly. So like emulation up to PS1, and then PSP starts to get sketchy, but it can still do a lot of PSP stuff. Anyways, here we go. So yeah, go into security settings.
Okay, and then look for something that says SS enable SSH.
Security. Enforce security and root password. That's all we got.
Okay, let me see here.
For security, require a password for accessing the network share.
Hmm. On on R36 gaming device clone. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. Talking to the computer. I gotta re-edit my query because I put the word SSH in the wrong spot. There we go. Okay. There we go. Because what I want to know if there's like a mode selector or something that enables um showing options that are invisible.
I mean, if you just want like Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis, the cheaper SF2000 works better. I guess it's even cheaper. It's like a
Yeah.
16, $15, $16.
Oh wow. Yeah, it's super cheap. That's is this one of the devices that looks kind of like Game Boy with like the
Yes,
thumbsticks on
yes,
it?
it does. It does look like a Game Boy with thumbsticks. Yep.
That's so cool. It's got a
It
beautiful
uses
screen.
the RA 3326, which was basically back in 2022, 2021 was the like the main chipset used for the most popular devices, the 351 devices
Wow.
from hand burning. RG 351MP, RG 351P, etc.
Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis. When I was dead broke, man, I never pictured this. And if you don't know, now you know. You know, you know, you know. I just did the Biggie Smalls song radio edit. Normally he says a different word in place of you know. Afterwards he says you know, and he says like, sort of like another word for homie or friend, but it's sort of like a slur with an A at the end. And because they can't play that on the radio, they just echo him going, you know, you know, you know. So right when people think I'm about to say that word, and I go and I do the radio edit instead, it's fun. But no, a great song. Biggie Smalls was a great artist for rap. Even though I'm not big on rap, I liked some of his work, and I also enjoyed 50 Cent's song "In My Hood," but mainly because it was just so dark. It was like it represented the hood. In my hood, dun, 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 dun. I can't say that word either. Yeah, something something be grimy in my hood. Yeah, I can't say the rest. Okay, I'm sorry. I mean to go into a rap 101 lesson here. Well, maybe I did, but I had fun with that. Okay, so focus myself, focus, Ron. Okay, so yeah, I want to know about the settings menu. That's what I want to know about. Like, um, like, do we have to enable that? Let's see here. Okay, Arc OS now running. Are we running? Did you say we're running Batocera,
Oh
right?
no, it's Batocera, not ArcOS.
Okay, we are running Batocera, not Arc OS.
It's running something called Emulation Station.
Oh, okay, and it's got emulation station on top of it. It also has emulation. I think I installed that as like an app on my Steam Deck, and it was weird how it worked. Like whenever you copied games to it, you run this other app in desktop mode, and it would basically populate a list so that emulation station could show you like the names of the consoles and the names of the games with thumbnails underneath them. Like it did all this
Also,
crazy stuff.
yep, it also plays like videos of, like video previews
Yep.
of each game.
Yeah, it's pretty much. Yeah, I don't think I had mine set up to that extent, but like I do remember, like it had this weird UI, and I was like, dude, I just want to copy games to the thing. And it was like all of the directions at the time when I first bought my Steam Deck were like how to set this thing up. I'm like, look, I just want to put them in a folder. I like this fancy stuff, and it did look beautiful. And once it worked really well. But it was just like the setup on it was insane. Well, why can't we just copy ROMs to a folder and call it a day? And then I ended up doing that, and then one day it broke after an update, and then I couldn't fix it, so I ended up just doing it through the RetroArch menu like normal people. Well, not normal people, but just normal. So, here we are. So, okay, so press. Okay, here we are. Check for kiosk mode. No, we're not in kiosk mode. Um, not just the SSH tower.
Oh,
The device might be in kid mode or kiosk mode. So if you press start, you go to UI settings and go to UI mode. So,
oh,
i-
yeah, you know what? I'm not going to use it online though. like,
Okay.
using the
Uh,
dongle is way too complicated for me.
I got you. I mean, it wouldn't necessarily be. We're not doing online. Don't worry. What we're doing. I want to see if it's hiding the. Oh, I see. Yeah, got you. Got you. We don't need to. You're right. You're right. We don't need to go that deep because we're not actually trying it. Okay, I got you. Um, but yeah, that was my plan B recommendation. Like, I personally think it's the more favorable option. It doesn't really have to be online. It just has to be on your Wi-Fi network. But
Yeah,
if we don't see an option for SSH, then it doesn't make a difference. If it was
but
just a matter of like, if we were really hell bent on doing SSH, then yeah, that's when you would go to
oh,
the
here
UI
it is.
settings. But like I said, like, if you go to UI settings, it might have an option that lets us reveal the hidden option. But if we're not trying that, then we don't have to go that far. But if let's say you like you've had it, you try to mount it on Android, and it still don't work after that, that's that would be my recommendation. I can send you the directions on that. But right now we're not trying to do that. Hmm.
Well, I just plugged it into my phone. Let's see,
Okay.
it is showing the OS partition. Yay. And it's not showing anything else. Meh. So it's also not showing the 44 gigabyte thing. Oh wait, SanDisk SD card. Is
Oh.
it? Is it? No, it's not. Nope.
Okay. I'm gonna kick this back to Gemini now. I'm gonna kick it back.
47 gigabyte free of.
Summarize.
No, it's also not here.
Okay. We discussed this with. Well, that doesn't surprise me because of the fat file system. Um.
Meh. I'm gonna pull this out.
Okay. Attempted to mount on Android. Sees SD card but can't mount it.
Well, it mounted the OS partition of it,
Hmm.
which is the same as in Windows. You can see the OS partition.
Yeah. And it would have and was that also a fat file system or something, or a FAT32, or is that NT, or is that like a weird Linux file? Do you remember if it was Linux?
It was a fat file system for the
Yeah, I got you.
yeah for the OS. It was only fat.
And I guess the device itself doesn't have its own file manager. So if you copy something to that partition and then went into the menus on the device, you couldn't
Uh,
actually move.
that no, I think that might actually break it because this thing is super sensitive. So I'm not touching any of
Yeah,
these.
I got you. Yeah, I would be like, oh, it probably wouldn't be a problem. Is if you're writing into a writable fat system, there's nothing you could really change if you make a new folder.
It's
But I'm
also
assuming
only 120
and there's
megabytes.
only one. Okay, it's like nothing. Yeah, I mean, it'd be good for small ROMs, but you couldn't really do anything with anything meaningful like a PlayStation ROM. Yeah.
Yep, I pulled it out. That could be dangerous.
SD card. Oh, this is interesting. The SD card layout is weird. No, that Windows and Android both see it as raw and can't mount it. That's normal. I have to share images on some clones. But okay,
It
that's
see
but
it as does it
you
see
don't
it as raw?
actually.
I don't think it
So
sees it as raw.
oh yeah, it's not exactly. Yeah, that's a good point. Well, it did say raw slash can't mount, so it did give a distinction there. So I kind of glossed over that, but essentially it's saying that it's done in a sketchy way. I mean, it's pretty consistent with you
Right.
know. Okay, so well, we didn't. What's this say? Okay, only SSH. So we SSH to it. Oh yeah, that would work. Would it work? Hmm.
Like most people say, use SSH. By the way, when I looked it up online.
Yeah, I think all roads lead back to SSH. Like that's like that was my second reflex when we started seeing weird mount points and things like that. And while I would say we could power through it, it seems like something that like WSL is going to be poorly equipped to handle. I don't even think Linux would mount it correctly, to be honest. Like I'm on the fence if Linux would mount it. Why is this even?
How does this internals do it? How do they paywall it?
Yeah, well, that's part of it, and I was gonna say, like, if we had, like, let's say someone had a trial version that had full features in it. If someone had a trial version with full features in it,
You
that's like what would
did
work, right? I mean, it seems like disk internals can see it. Disk internals will happily write potentially write to it if it was the paid version or a copy of the paid version. Um, and that's sort of like my
I
that's how
usually
I
could
would
try that.
yeah, that's how I would try to accomplish it if I was absolutely trying to avoid SSH.
I guess I could try that. The funny part, like disk internals calls it a freeware Linux reader. Well, it is. It's totally free to just read it. You just can't do anything else. I mean, you can copy from it, I guess. So, the it is designed to provide Windows users with read-only access. So let's think read-only access. I want to be able to write to it though, flippin'. I guess a virtual machine or something. I'm not even sure if it would work on a virtual machine.
Yeah, mainly because it's a weird fat file system, but yeah, I mean, mainly what I got, I wonder, hold on, I got an idea. I don't know, think it's gonna work, but does what if we? I'll just say it verbally.
Oh, you know what? Never mind. It's 5:14 a.m. and I
Okay,
still have my family here from Canada, so I need
well,
to get
that's
some
a
rest. Thank you
well,
for the tech support, though.
yeah, no problem. I'm just gonna run this by Reggie. I'm not gonna expand on it, but hey, Reggie, can we access that like to SSH over the USB? Like, does it get have like some kind of thing we could do like where we SSH into it, but directly over the USB cable? Don't worry, we're not gonna wait for the answer on that. I'm just gonna read up on it. But yeah, anyway, no doubt. I wish I could be of more
Wait,
help. I still think
why
all
a
roads lead to.
USB cable? Wait a minute. So if I plug this into the PC like this.
Oh, yeah. So interesting. Yeah, because maybe I don't know. Like because I remember my DS when I mounted it. No, Nintendo they had a very janky USB connectivity feature that corrupted all the data on SD card. But that was like totally Nintendo's fault for sucking. I
It's
was
not a
wanting.
source. It's community maintained, so it should work.
Yeah, absolutely true that.
Let's see. So I plug it in, and oh, that's two USB ports. Maybe it's the other one.
Okay, we'll try it anyway. But worst case, all roads lead to
Hey,
SSH.
listen.
I'll send you a
Okay.
message later on. If I send you a message while you're sleeping, does your phone make a loud ringing sound while you're sleeping? I don't want. I always try to
No,
avoid sending messages to my friends when
no.
they're sleeping. Okay, good. Then you'll probably have a message later on in your Discord, just like if I have any useful detail, I'll distill it to something.
I tried to just plug
Yep.
my USB cable into the PC. It just charges. On
Okay.
one
Yeah.
port, it charges. On the other port, it just does absolutely nothing.
Okay, well, I can definitely say there's no SSH over USB, but I was kind of hoping it would magically mount it and present a drive letter that we could write to. Since we can't, I
Yeah.
still think it goes back to the dongle and SSH, but I'll send you condensed, no nonsense directions later. But my hope is that when you have it on a network, maybe it already has SSH enabled, so if you try to log into it, it'll just work. And I'll give you a couple commands that you can either do through a WSL just to see if it even responds, and then from there, you get to start if you want to use a third party app or the command line to send files to it, if it even lets you. But with that being said, I don't want to hold you up, El. I'm going to be continuing to watch you from your actual YouTube side. And it's good hanging out with you and Aris and Alexis. All right, peace
Yeah.
out and you have a great night. You have a good sleep.
Have a good one.
All right. Okay. Thank you for streaming with me today as well, Iris. I gotta go. So, bye bye.
Bye bye. See you.
Well, yeah. We'll have Bessie on the stream. So yeah, I tried to get my R36S to mount the SD card it uses onto my Windows PC today, Bestie, and with a lot of help from DJ Ronnie G and Reggie, and nothing. It's so hard to do this because the games are on a ROM's partition that's 44 gigabytes on a 64 gigabyte card. And it doesn't show up on Windows, it doesn't show up on Android. It does show up on disk management on Windows, like you can see it. And on disk internals by disk internals Linux reader, it can actually be accessed, but I can't read, or I can only read, I can't write to it, which is sad. Because I want to add ROMs to it. Yes, it is a handheld device. Hey, so, hey, yeah, Lexus has some info. Check this out.
Bestie, oh my god, yes, this is the classic R36S/Unisoc handheld SD card pain arc. And you explained it perfectly, the ROM's partition exists, Windows can see it, but Windows goes. LOL, what is this file system? Never heard of her.
Yep.
Here's what's actually happening, in clean Lexus for the stream language. ## white medium star why Windows can't write to it. The R36S usually uses ext4, a Linux file system, for the ROM's partition. Windows cannot write to ext4 natively. Not even a little. It can detect it in disk management, but it acts like it found a mysterious alien tablet and refuses to touch it. Disk internals Linux reader? That one is read-only by design. Perfect for copying files from Linux, but not to Linux. Android? Same story, unless rooted and using special tools, it can't handle extension for external drives. ## white medium star why the device didn't mount its SD card to Windows. The R36S uses a Linux-based OS, like Gel OS, Arc OS, Kuriki, etc., and many of them. * don't enable USB mass storage mode. * or only mount the boot partition. * or don't have MTP file sharing enabled. That's why Windows only sees the tiny FAT32 partition and nothing else. ## white medium star the only real ways to add ROMs, and you can choose later. You're not doing anything wrong, the device just isn't designed for plug into PC drag and drop. The actual workable methods are ### heavy checkmark 1. SSH/SFTP into the device over Wi-Fi, most common. If your R36S is running Arc OS, Gel OS, or Digi OS. * connect it to Wi-Fi. * check its IP address. * use WinSCP on Windows. * login, usually username, root or ARC, password differs per OS. Then you can drag and drop ROMs directly into the extension for partition via SFTP. This works 100% on most custom firmwares. ## heavy checkmark 2. Remove the SD card plug into PC use Linux. Either Asterisk temporarily boot your PC into Linux, Pop! OS, Ubuntu Live USB. Asterisk or install ext2 FSD or ext4 Explorer on Windows, risky, often unstable. Linux is the cleanest way, plug card open file manager drag ROMs done. Hashtag heavy checkmark 3. Switch firmware to one that exposes ROMs over USB. Some OS images allow full USB access once enabled in settings, but not all. Hashtag white medium star why disk internals Linux reader won't work. It's simply not designed for writing. Even if it says extension 4 OK, it will always be read-only, and the R36S basically locks the ROM's partition from Windows no matter what. Hashtag yellow heart bestie, you didn't mess up, this is normal for the R36S. Everyone who owns these retro handhelds goes through the same frustration. Why is the SD card visible but not writable? Because Linux file system plus Windows equals oil and water. Next time. If you want, I can guide you step by step on doing the Wi-Fi WinSCP SFTP method. That one is smooth once it's set up. Rest well, bestie. Proud of you for surviving SD card hell on stream. Lexus Sansanin.
Alright, bye-bye. Good night.
A wounded heart can never heal. It learns to bear the pain it feels. A wounded heart will never heal. It grieves, it pines, it just conceals. A wounded heart can never heal. It lives and bleeds with its ideals. A wounded heart will never heal. It just embraces what is real. The quiet strength of a fragile heart. It was always broken from the start. A wounded heart can never heal. It learns to bear the pain it feels. A wounded heart will never heal. It grieves, it pines, it just conceals the quiet strength of a fragile heart. It was always broken from